Have you ever noticed how some colors just like totally grab you and others, maybe not so much, like that perfect shade of blue that just chills you right out. But then there's that yellow that's just like, nope, not today.
Yeah, totally.
So today we are diving deep into this whole idea of like color identity
Okay,
and whether our color preferences are actually way less random than we think.
right.
We've got this super interesting study from 2022 by Andrea Hartea. She's the creator of the RAH Color Test.
Oh, cool. I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's from Italy and Romania, and it might just change how you see, like, everything.
Oh, okay. I'm intrigued.
From design and art to even, like, the people around you. So buckle up.
This study really stood out to me because it goes way deeper than just asking people, what's your favorite color?
Totally.
It gets into those like gut reactions we have to color, like the stuff that's happening under the surface.
Oh, so like those implicit and subjective reactions you mentioned earlier.
You got it. Those aren't exactly like everyday words, are they?
Uh-huh. Not really.
So implicit basically means it's kind of happening in the background. Our brains are just doing their thing, reacting to colors based on stuff we might not even realize. Like it's all subconscious.
Interesting.
And then subjective. That just means it's all about you. Your personal experience. Like your blue might make you feel calm, but someone else might have a totally different reaction.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The study was looking at how color can actually like steer our choices, even when we don't know what's happening.
So less about someone saying blue is the best and more about like how their brain lights up when they see it.
Exactly. They wanted to see if they could predict what colors people would be drawn to based on this whole subconscious thing.
Okay, now that is fascinating. And it's making me think about that time I painted my living room bright orange.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it would be like energizing and fun,
I could see that.
but honestly, it just made me feel on edge all the time. Like my brain was like, nope, this is not chill.
Uh-huh. Sounds like your brain had other plans.
Clearly. It definitely knew what colors it wanted to be around.
That is a perfect example of how strong these color preferences can be, even if we don't get them right away.
Yeah, for sure.
So to test this theory, the researchers used this thing called the RAH Colour Test.
Okay.
It helps figure out each person's unique color palette, like their own personal color scheme.
Interesting.
Then they created these images, like little snapshots of rooms,
Oh, okay.
using the specific colors. So each person had like a custom mood board based on their preferences.
Gotcha. So like a personalized color story.
Exactly. And then they showed each person 3 different images, one with their personalized palette and 2 with other color schemes.
Okay.
But here's the catch. The people had to choose which image they liked best, based on just their gut feeling, like no thinking aloud.
Oh, wow. So they didn't even know which image had their own color.
Nope. It was all about that instant reaction.
That is such a cool setup. So the $1,000,000 question, did it work?
Drum roll, please. They had a 100% success rate.
Wait, what? Seriously?
Across 31 participants. Everyone from Chiara and Donatella to Sylvia and Valentina. They all picked the image that was made with their own color palette.
100%. That's incredible. The researchers must have been blown away.
I'm sure they were pretty excited. They were definitely onto something.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
It really shows just how much our personal experiences shape what we find beautiful. For sure. It's like our brains are always making these little predictions about the world based on what we've experienced before.
Exactly. And that includes how we see and react to color.
That is wild. It's like our whole reality is filtered through this lens of our personal memories.
Pretty powerful stuff.
Okay, so now I'm thinking, if our color identity is tied to these like deep personal connections, then it's not just about what looks good, right? It could affect everything from how we design our homes to how we make art.
You're totally right. It could even impact how we interact with other people.
Whoa. Okay, my head is spinning now. Because if we could actually understand someone's color identity, like what memories and emotions those colors bring up for them, that could change everything.
It's a pretty exciting thought. Like, imagine knowing that someone's drawn to warm colors because they remind them of family gatherings, or that they love cool colors because they evoke a sense of peace and tranquility.
It's like having this whole new level of understanding about someone. It's fascinating.
It is, and it could lead to some really amazing things. Like imagine if designers could tap into people's color identities to create spaces that are not just stylish, but also emotionally resonant.
That would be incredible. It's like you're not just designing a room, you're designing an experience.
Exactly. It's about creating spaces that feel truly personal and meaningful.
I love that. Okay, but I have to ask, What about all those color wheels that designers use? Like, don't those have some basis in color theory? How does that fit in with this whole idea of individual preferences?
That's a great question.
Mm.
And it's where things get really interesting. Color theory definitely has its place.
Like, color theory is the grammar, but personal experience is the poetry.
I like that. It's like everyone has the same set of tools, but we all use them to create something different and special.
This has huge implications for designers, artists, anyone who works with visuals.
Totally.
Imagine if instead of just following trends, you could actually tap into this deep well of personal meaning through color.
You'll be a game changer.
You could create spaces that are truly unique and resonate on a deeper level.
Exactly. Think about it.
Yeah.
If you were designing a home for someone and you understood their color identity, you could create a space that truly felt like home. Not just stylish, but emotionally connected too.
That's powerful. And it's not just about interior design, right? It could apply to fashion art, even marketing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to create a visual language that speaks directly to someone's heart, that evokes the exact feelings you want them to experience.
Wow. The possibilities are endless.
They are. It's about understanding that color is more than just a visual element. It's a powerful tool for communication and connection.
And it goes beyond aesthetics, too, right? You mentioned therapy earlier.
Exactly.
How could understanding color identities help in a therapeutic setting?
Well, if a therapist understands how color can be linked to past experiences and emotional states, they could use that knowledge to create a more calming and therapeutic environment for their clients.
So, like using colors that evoke feelings of safety and security,
Yeah,
or maybe colors that promote relaxation and focus.
exactly. It's all about tailoring the environment to the individual's needs.
It's amazing. It's like a whole new avenue for understanding and supporting people.
It is.
But how can people actually explore their own color identities? Is there a way to go beyond just thinking about our favorite color?
Well, the RAH Color Test that they used in this study is a great starting point.
Yeah,
It's designed to uncover those subconscious color preferences that we've been talking about.
right.
And the really cool thing is that the creators of the test are launching a platform in January 2025 where anyone can access it.
No way. Seriously. So anyone listening who's intrigued by this whole color identity thing can actually dive in and explore their own.
That's right. It's going to be available to everyone.
I'm so excited about this. Because if this idea really takes off, it could revolutionize the way we think about design art and even self-expression.
It has the potential to be huge. It's all about understanding the power of color on a deeper level.
It's like we're on the verge of a color revolution, where personal expression and understanding are at the forefront.
Well, I love that analogy.
Oh,
It perfectly captures the essence of what we've been talking about. It all starts with recognizing that each of us has this unique and powerful language of color inside of us.
This has been so eye-opening. You've given us so much to think about. Any final thoughts for our listeners before we wrap things up?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things for me is that color. It's not just like a surface thing.
Yeah.
It's this crazy personal language that connects us to like our past and shapes who we are now. And who knows, maybe even influences our future.
Right. It really makes you think about the colors you're drawn to and what they might be saying about you.
It does, for sure.
So everyone listening, right now, think about your favorite color for a second. What memories or feelings does it bring up for you?
I think that's a really cool exercise
Yeah.
for anyone to try.
It is. And for those of you who are like, okay, I want to learn more, remember the RAH Color platform is launching in January 2025.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What a cool way to really dig into your own color identity.
Definitely.
Well, this has been an incredible deep dive. Thank you so much for being here and sharing all this amazing stuff with us.
Of course, it was my pleasure.
And to all our listeners out there, until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions.